Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that's been making waves across the tech world. Pavel Durov, the enigmatic founder of Telegram, has been arrested in France. This arrest has sparked a fierce debate. Should Durov be held accountable for the crimes allegedly organized on his platform? Or is this an overreach that threatens the very principles of privacy and free speech? Let's unpack this complex issue. Pavel Durov, a name synonymous with privacy and free speech, was recently detained in France. Authorities have accused him of failing to adequately moderate criminal content on Telegram, a platform that has over 700 million users globally. The charges specifically focus on how Telegram has allegedly been used for criminal activities, ranging from child exploitation to organized cybercrime. This isn't just a legal issue. It's a moral and ethical one that strikes at the heart of what it means to run a platform in today's digital age. On one side of the debate, there are those who argue that Durov's arrest is justified. Telegram as a platform has indeed been linked to various forms of criminal activity. Terrorist groups have used it to communicate and coordinate attacks, and illegal markets have flourished in its encrypted chats. Critics argue that by refusing to implement more stringent moderation, Durov has indirectly allowed these crimes to persist. From this perspective, his arrest is seen as a necessary step in holding tech executives accountable for the activities that take place on their platforms. After all, if we allow platforms to operate without any oversight, are we not enabling the very crimes we seek to prevent? However, the other side of the argument raises important questions about privacy, free speech, and the role of technology in modern society. Durov has long been an advocate for user privacy, famously refusing to hand over encryption keys to the Russian government, even when faced with severe consequences. This stance has made Telegram a safe haven for activists, journalists, and anyone living under authoritarian regimes. The platform's encryption ensures that conversations remain private, protected from government surveillance. But here's the dilemma. Does protecting privacy justify the potential for misuse? Should a platform that empowers individuals to speak freely also bear the responsibility for policing those who abuse it? This arrest also raises broader legal and ethical questions. If Durov can be arrested for the actions of his platform's users, where do we draw the line? Should Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg be next in line if similar issues arise on their platforms? And what about the Digital Services Act, which Telegram claims to comply with? Are these laws too stringent? Or are they necessary to curb the darker aspects of digital communication? The arrest has, in many ways, opened a Pandora's box of potential legal actions against tech CEOs worldwide. Let's consider the impact this could have on Telegram and similar platforms. If Telegram is forced to compromise on its encryption or implement more aggressive moderation, what does that mean for the millions of users who rely on it for secure communication? Would this lead to a chilling effect where people are less likely to speak freely for fear of being monitored? Or would it help make the internet a safer place by reducing the avenues available to criminals? Ultimately, this situation isn't just about one man or one platform. It's about a fundamental conflict between the ideals of privacy and the need for accountability. On one hand, privacy is a cornerstone of personal freedom, especially in an era where data is constantly harvested and analyzed. On the other hand, we live in a world where the internet can be a double-edged sword, used both for good and for harm. So where do we, as a society, draw the line? Should platforms like Telegram be held to the same standards as traditional media, with a responsibility to moderate content? Or is it up to the users themselves to navigate these digital spaces responsibly? As we've seen, there are compelling arguments on both sides. Pavel Durov's arrest in France is a pivotal moment in the ongoing debate over privacy, accountability, and the role of technology in our lives. It challenges us to think deeply about the kind of digital world we want to live in. So what do you think? Should Durov be held accountable for the actions of Telegram's users, or is his commitment to privacy and free speech something that should be protected at all costs? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, stay informed and think critically.